Amazing. One of the best feelings that I've had as a racing driver in my career. Just putting such a good lap together and making that lap of honor afterwards. To celebrate with the Tifosi after a great, I think it was exciting qualifying session with Charles and Max pushing to the limit, bit like it was last year, and it felt great to be back fighting for pole.
We had a good day, I think, but Ferrari seemed like already from yesterday they hit the ground running very strongly, and that's fine. I mean, from our side, I think we improved our car nicely today, and then we just missed out in qualifying, but. The margins are very tight, and tomorrow hopefully we can show again that we are good on tires, and I think that's where we want to be quick.
I'm feeling good. Obviously, it's a good day for the team. I am not fully happy as I'm third and not first. On the other hand, Carlos has done an incredible job from FP1 to qualifying. He's been on it. On my side yesterday, I went in a setup direction that was really wrong, and I lost a bit of confidence, and then this morning from FP3 I basically copied the setup of Carlos, and there I found the confidence again, and in qualifying I was feeling very confident, but again Carlos has done a great job all qualifying and he deserves that pole.
Definitely really happy with P4, slightly exceeded expectations, but straight up from the outset, it was P1 or P2 in Q1. Fortunately we didn't improve later on, but it just goes to show how important the tyres are, because we didn't change the car from Q1 and we were P13, Q3 on the soft, we're P4, so it's a funny old game sometimes.
We had a great Friday. Unfortunately we didn't manage to capitalize on that strong Friday for qualifying, but still optimistic for tomorrow. We are P5, we got tipped by George, but still it's a good position to fight for a good result for tomorrow.
It was a good weekend, a good session. In some ways a bit disappointing because Q1 and Q2 was looking a bit stronger, but I was happy with my lads. I felt like we did a good job, we executed it well. It was just not quite top 5. That was I guess in some ways a bit of a name, but let's see tomorrow. I think the car's feeling good. The pace on Friday was not as good. We had a bit of degradation, but the car's, we've been chipping away at it since FP1. The car's actually been focused a bit more towards the race car than the qualifying car, so
Not too much more I could have gotten out of it, maybe a little bit here and there, but I'm sure everybody can say the same. So no, not too bad. I think clearly we're missing a bit to really challenge at the front around here, but I think we were quite aware of that before we came, so not too bad. We'll see what we can do tomorrow.
It was not fun. It was a real challenge. I just was slow from the get-go. It started off great in P1 and then it just got away from us, and then just didn't feel the car beneath me, and I can't pinpoint what it is, but very slow today.
There's always that little bit more in it, and especially just a tricky car today to kind of extract everything out of it. Especially the last, I don't know why, but always when it kind of comes to Q3, I just struggle to understand a little bit where to get the lap time from. Not that I don't know where it is, but it's just very difficult to actually do it, and apply it on that one lap that you got to do it. So it's tough. Just very easy to overpush, very easy to underpush, and my final lap was just a mixture of that. So yeah, not my best of Q3s, but nevertheless, I think still as good as we were going to do today.
It was close, but more or less we ended up where we expected before qualifying. The estimations were between P9, P12, and we ended at P10, so exactly on target. And it has been not the best weekend for us in terms of performance. This is not a friendly track for our characteristics, so let's see if we can still score points tomorrow, and how many.
Pretty frustration, and I think I could have been a better lap than that, so pretty frustration to me, but team did a good job, especially yesterday. We struggled a lot, and we made a big step from yesterday. We made a lot of change to the car, and that works well, so just apologize to the team. I think there was a pace to go through Q3, so.
I think we're over the days been building up each session, which has been good. Also for myself, getting used to the car and what I can actually do behind the wheel. And to be honest, I mean, both cars being so close to Q3, I think we definitely had the potential to be in there. Unfortunately, on my lap, Fernando went off in front of me and dumped gravel on the track. But it would have been super tight anyway. So yeah, happy to at least make an improvement.
Yeah, glad we made it. Even somehow the timing turned out, and I ended up with no toe in Q1, which is quite costly around here. But somehow still managed to pull it off. So actually was quite happy and surprised about that. Q2 not perfect, not super smooth. The final attempt was a bit difficult. But yeah, I think 13th is a realistic picture.
I felt like with all the tire compounds, it was okay. It wasn't really a factor today for us. That's just where the pace is this weekend, unfortunately. This time around we are good on the straights, matching the fastest cars, but losing too much in the corners with just not quite enough grip. So it's not been an easy weekend so far.
I feel like every time we've had the hard tire on the pace has been really good. It feels like the car's been under me. Did I leave a little bit on the table? Yes, but not the amount that I needed. I feel like I've struggled to get that tire working all weekend. I'm not completely sure why, to be honest. I was doing my best to do the outlap as expected, but yeah, I just didn't feel the increase in grip. I think I found 3/10 from my very first lap on the hard compound to my very last lap on the medium.
I was literally fighting with Carlos into the Parabolica, so I went past him and somehow he passed me again before braking, so I have to slow him right down. And tire wasn't in the window starting my final push, so I lost too much in the sector 1 where normally you can gain a lot during your second push. So unfortunately we're out, but I think it's been just a tricky weekend so far.
Unfortunately, we've been slow all weekend, and it's been a very tough track. We knew we will struggle with all these long straights, and just doesn't suit the package we got. So yeah, sadly that's what we had today. Both cars out in Q1, and yeah, unfortunately we knew that it will be tough to make it to Q2.
We're struggling more than usual around here. We're still digging into what are the reasons exactly behind that, but yeah, it has been a difficult qualifying session.
Was quite happy on the soft tire, obviously, in FP2 and FP3. We looked pretty decent on that tire, so just didn't have the same balance on a hard tire, unfortunately. Yeah, typical that we have this at ATA weekend. Look like we have some decent pace, but yeah, not on the hard.
Just feeling no grip out there today, so yeah, we got to look at what's going on with the car.